It's generally agreed that hello is an appropriate greeting, because if you entered a room and said goodbye, it could confuse a lot of people. So, that being said, or quoted rather, hello Audrey, it is Sunday, the 19th of June, it's Father's Day, neither of us are fathers, moving on. I really enjoyed your last video, as in I watched it like 3 times and was literally laughing out loud each time. And on that note, life is insanity? Well, guess what else it is? Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. I mean, really. It's all about suffering and trying to deal with that, and when everything's going amazing, that's pain too. It's the flip side. It's pain waiting to happen. But then you go and do it anyway. So since you want me to quote as many things as possible, I thought I'd talk about books, because then I can quote them, and I like to cheat. So I just started reading Across the Universe by Beth Revis, and yes, I'm sure you're wondering, is this a kissing book? Well, yes, probably, given the cover. I haven't gotten that far yet, I'm only on page, 7. But what I find more interesting to talk about than the books themselves is the concept of books, which probably doesn't make any sense. But, I mean, people who enjoy reading, even if they don't have the time to do it a lot, are generally more sophisticated than people who don't. And people will judge you for what you read. Like, if you read Twilight, people won't think as highly of you than if you're reading, Shakespeare. So, always read something that will make you look good if you die in the middle of it. In my last video, I said something about how I realized I kind of hated my novel, and I've been working on it some more, and that's getting better. But reading it myself is one thing. And then I also give it to people to review, other people, and that's freaking scary, because they don't always love it. In fact, sometimes they'll just plain dislike it. And it's worse when it's something that's unpublished, because then you're probably going to give it to your friends, and you care what they think. You don't want their praise because it's praise. You want their praise because it's their praise, right? But I guess that's just the way things go. I mean, any man who afflicts the human race with ideas must be prepared to see them misunderstood. And that sounds terribly arrogant, as if I'm trying to say that everything I ever say or do is amazing and you all are just too stupid to realize it, and that's not what I meant at all. I was just working that quote in there for the challenge, which I am in the middle of. But that's just the risk you have to take, really. You have to try things, both in writing and in life, and see how it goes. Because you don't know what's going to work and what isn't, and what the people you care about are going to respond with. Because all progress is experimental, so you don't know what's going to be progressive and what isn't. And I hate that. I hate that so freaking much. Because I want the people I want to think highly of me to think highly of me, instead of always running the chance of screwing it up, whether in a little way or in a big one. For your punishment, I've decided to give you an easy punishment, because you did film it before Thursday. You did tell me you were going to be out of town. And you were out of town, so pretty good excuse there. So I want you to write me a short story, because I really like your writing and you haven't done any in a while. So you can either send it to me or read it in the vlog, but if you're not going to read it in the vlog, you have to make your next video in your pajamas, okay? So for my last quote, in this slightly altered version said by another vlogger, Audrey, I'll see you Tuesday. Now I have to actually go get this stupid book that I was going to talk about.